My personal growth journey series is actually something that I want to do for a long time, and it is basically boiled down part series of what I did to really develop myself and work on my well-being, as well as work on my growth. How much time did I spend on this? How much money did I spend on this? How much energy I spent on this? Episode 1 was talking about my tonsil surgery, which I actually opted for electively because it wasn't like threatening, but I really needed it. Today I'm going to talk about my bodily wellness, excluding my diet and digestion, more so focusing on my training, exercise, my personal trainer, acupuncture, chiropractic, and massages, and things that I have had to invest into, for example, shoes, to increase my just daily normal betterness of living. As some of you may already know, I have been learning dance since 2018, I believe. I wanted to really use it as an art form to learn, but also to become stronger and exercise after having Ziek. So I spent a lot of time every week at the dance studio and I loved it. It was really great for me. I even joined their most advanced audition dance group, which is called Vibe FX for advanced choreography. I did that for a year. I loved it. And then I injured my ankle the very last performance, which then later injured my knee. And that's the year that I really realized that my mind was only gonna be as healthy as my body is, because if I'm unable to exercise, to enjoy an artistic sport, my mind is gonna suffer as well. So I also spent a lot of time in massage therapy, chiropractic therapy, where I was able to get my muscles treated and also my bones realigned. I did a lot of acupuncture on my knees and especially my ankle, which I had twisted and popped. I spent about $500 in acupuncture appointments. And I also spent around $350 at chiro and massage. This is outside of any insurance claims that I have previously had at these specific places as well. I realized that I really need to strengthen my health and my muscles, and I just need to strengthen my strength. So Michael and I decided to go to the gym every morning after dropping off Mina to school. And that's where I met my personal trainer. I actually spent a lot of time with her, even though we just did weekly sessions or so. In total, I probably spent over $1,200 with her because she has been such a godsend for me and my health, and not just my physical health, but my mental health, my social health, and my emotional health. I feel like truly it was a blessing to have someone like her that I respected and I wanted to become more like a role model, a direct role model in your life. She is over 20 years my senior as well, so she has a lot of knowledge, life experience, and just overall everything she says, everything that comes out of her mouth is like fertilizer for me. She's also extremely mature and disciplined, and just the way she interacts with even people that like I would be uncomfortable in that situation, like a man continuing to say hi and like, oh, smile for me, or like, oh, what's thank you in Japanese, blah blah blah. Like, she just knows how to handle every situation, and I'm like, girl, I need to learn from you forever. In reality, we actually do teach more of who we are than what we know or what we're trying to educate on. And I'm so thankful that I can have both all of her knowledge and expertise on my body and building my muscular and my strength health. And so more than someone that would just train me with weightlifting or with recovering and rehabilitating my knees, they were so bad. I couldn't even sit on the couch without pain in both my knees because I was overcompensating so much due to my ankle. And that was after like a year of personal training with her. I even got to the point where I could lift over 100 pounds on a machine that she taught me how to use. And this girl never, like, all I did at the gym was just walk laps in the past. I could have honestly just found any personal trainer or anyone who would help me learn my body and machines, but it was so important and so valuable to me to look for someone that I really wanted to emulate and be more like every single day. But you really have to determine, what do you want to be more like, and find like-minded people. The people you spend time with is not going to be determined by how much you like them, how much they like you, how long you've known each other, or how much influence you want them to have in who you become in the future. That's not going to define what priority you place in the time that you spend with them. And that's why when my mental health was so bad, 2020, 2021, I was really trying to backtrack. Cut all of the influences in my life that were making me stressed, giving me anxiety. I'm like having panic attacks just thinking about it. And just moving away from all that in order to focus on my health and really not need to bleed on the people that I love just because I have an open wound. While I was seeing my personal trainer, I also continued to see my chiropractic and an acupuncturist to help me focus on my health holistically, not just work on my muscles, but also work on my bones and my joints, especially to tackle health issues in a preventative way, and especially after having my kids, my body suffered. I think I really had it easier than some other moms, but honestly, the way your ligaments change, the way your bones shift, just one little minute change can really affect pain in the rest of the body. I had to change my diet, which I talked in previous videos about. You can see the little eye circle over here for the link to that video. But I also changed my sleep, my footwear, my shoes. I bought 2 new shoes and new socks that were both recommended to me by my personal trainer because she has the same foot conditions that I do. I have bunions that develop due to small shoe size, especially after pregnancy, when each pregnancy my foot grew half a size bigger. I have to wear toe socks now, which you guys were flaming me for on Instagram. It's because of my health, okay? It's because I have bunions and metatarsalgia. I honestly feel like right now I have the healthiest my body has ever been since even having 3 kids. And it truly is possible at any age, as long as you work on your health in any stage of life. You can for sure do it on a budget, but I wanted to make up all the time that I felt I had lost. And that's why I decided to find people that I really felt I could work with in order to save me all that time and research in order to improve my health as soon as possible. It definitely was a long process for me. It took me about a whole year, I would say, to even feel as good as I've been these days. I have also been using a waist trainer because I wanted to push my abs back together. After you give birth, often the abs separate in the middle. I still have a large gap when I'm lying down. I can feel the gap in my abs, but I've been working on exercise and with my waist trainer trying to like just shove it back together. But it truly feels like where you want to be, you have to work on every single day. And what you need to do on a daily basis will look different for everyone. What you need will be determined by what you want. And I feel like everything in life is an equivalent exchange. As much time, energy, and effort we spend on something, that is going to be given back to us in a different form. And then once you have a practical list of things that you'll need to do to achieve your goals, then you have a list of habits that you can work on every single day, and your goal really truly won't be far. Honestly, when I started doing making my changes in 2021 last year, a lot of the time I felt the effects right away. The difference in my mood, the difference in my energy levels, the difference in how I was responding to people around me. So the TLRD will be that your habits are determined by you and your life will be determined by your habits. I am going to let this soak in my hair, and before I rinse it out, in the meantime, you can check out this video that YouTube recommends you to watch next. I will see you in the next one.